Hello, and welcome here to Talladega Super Speedway here with the Inspired Racing League and the Platinum Truck Series here tonight. Season number 2, race number 12 to take place here at Talladega, Alabama. Gonna be one of the great nights of racing here with the Platinum Truck Series. I'm gonna tell you what. High expectations from Talladega for sure. One of the tracks that I've had a privilege to go to quite often. So I definitely have a fond place in my heart here for Talladega Super Speedway. Got a concussion here, lost so many things over all my trips here to Talladega. It was definitely a memorable experience almost every time. But let's go ahead. Let's look in today's race information for the day. The Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series here at Talladega, Season 2, race number 12, the 2.5 mile Talladega Super Speedway. 2.66 miles here on my graphic. 540 feet of elevation. 55 mile an hour pit speed road limit. Partly cloudy out here today, 79 degrees out in the air, and 117 there on the track. So that track, very, very slick. Don't know if it's going to affect much here tonight, but the wind, that might, 12 mile an hour to the south-southwest. So that may come into play. A big draft track air definitely coming into play at Talladega. Of course, using fixed setups here with the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. All the Inspired Racing Leagues series running fixed setups, 4 additional sets of tires down there on pit road. 0 fast repairs here today, and of course, all the time here with the Inspired Racing League. Driving those NASCAR trucks in the Platinum Truck Series, 100% fuel load there as well. We do have another giveaway here tonight. And tonight's giveaway gonna be donated by Emma the Deranged. So big shout out to Emma sponsoring the Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway here tonight. If you can correctly guess P number 6 at the completion of tonight's event, you will win $5 cash. And then that iRacing driver that finished there in the 6th spot that was correctly guessed is going to get $5 in iRacing credit. So that's super awesome. Guesses will have to be made there by just past that halfway mark. Lap 50 here today. We're scheduled for 94 laps around the Talladega Super Speedway here tonight. And only one guess per driver. No duplicates. Yeah, once a driver is picked, he is no longer available to be picked. Here with that Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway, sponsored by Emma the Deranged. Practice coming to a close. We got about 3 minutes left here in practice. Let's take a look at our championship standings here for the Platinum Truck Series. Trent Jones leading the way here into Talladega. Austin Hunn, Travis Farmer, Mike Hauser, Peyton Boyle, your top 5. Elijah Fisher, Chris Liotta, Justin Greenlee, Josh Henderson, and Daniel Lehman going to be those top 10 drivers here in the championship coming into Talladega. Hayden Williams, Ty Wilson, Jeffrey Peppers, Dawson Kemp, Robert Wilhoit, Jordan Herring, Bobby Hadaway, Trent Green, Timothy Neckerbecky, and Levi Ramsey, your top 20 here tonight coming in. Points coming into Talladega. Great look at all the wins. 5 times here this season for Trent Jones. Only one other driver with multiple wins. That's Peyton Boyle and Travis Farmer. 2 other. Peyton Boyle and Travis Farmer both with multiple wins here. Take a look at those top 5s, top 10s, the bonus points they've accumulated this season. How many positions they changed over the last race. How many starts they've made, of course, being the 12th race this season. 11 being the most you can start there. And, of course, who's used a provisional here so far. But a great look here out at those points coming into Talladega. Just over a minute and a half here in practice. We're about to jump over to qualifying here not too shortly. Let's see. I want to see if this works. It should work. It wasn't yesterday, but yeah, working now. Trent Jones in that 45, our championship race leader, up there in 9th in practice. Looks like Austin Hunt, that 95, not making it here tonight. Not on track. Travis Farmer, the 13, currently up on that top spot. He's high on the practice sheet, leading that field here. Mike Hauser back in 13th, and Peyton Boyle, that number 3, the top 5 in the championship, coming in to Talladega. He's back out just outside of that top 10, up in 11th. Not really too telltale because drafting a big thing here, so some of those times really not meaning all too much, but if you do want to get involved also in that giveaway, make sure you jump over on the Inspired iRacing League YouTube, hop over there and get your vote in by lap number 50. Once again, vote for P6 over the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Out in that chat, that's the only spot that the vote will count. Not over on the TikTok or on our YouTube here on Push Edge Productions, unfortunately. Gotta jump to the league's YouTube, over to the Inspired iRacing League YouTube link, hosting this race. And get your vote in over there. But qualifying, making its way to us here. About to see some drivers make their way out for some qualifying, but until then, we're going to go ahead. We will be right back. Stick around. Qualifying here from Talladega Super Speedway. Big shout out to sponsors and partners here. Inspired Marketing LLC and Mad Performance Paints. Thank you guys for everything that you do here for the Inspired Racing League. But stick around. Qualifying right around the corner. We will be right back. Back here at the Talladega Super Speedway. Qualifying about to begin here. Those first laps about to start ticking off. Taking a look at a few drivers out here. We got Mike Hauser, that Pop Secret number 43, out here starting his laps. At 97, excuse me, the 6 here, Levi Ramsey in that body armor number 6. Jumping over to that Push Edge Sim Sports 97, Wesley Ottman. Rocking some Jaguars colors on there as well. Duval. Got that 17, Josh Henderson, out there on the start of his first lap down that back straightaway. Jump over with that 55, Ty Wilson. That Kroger Rockstar Energy number 55 machine. Pull up our tower. No times out yet, but I'm believing those are going to start hopping up on the board here. We see Ramsey, the first one to jump on the tower. Here's Rob Wilhoit, that Tier 1 setup shop number 15 machine. All right, we got times up on the board. Here's that 80. Noah Morris jumping to the top spot. No, new quick time. Josh Henderson there in the 17 there on their first laps. Ben Carnart there in third. Peyton Boyle, the 3 machine, back to 6. It looked like Jagger Glover there in the 46 hopping up. Excuse me, that's Ben Carnart. Jagger there in the 33 hopping up to 4th. That Dow Jones? Dow something. Dow Daycare. Dayglow. Not sure. The sponsorships there on that one. But up top right now, Josh Henderson coming for his first lap. See if things shake up here. We see a bunch of shaking up. Levi Ramsey up in second. Wesley Ottman back to 4th. New quick time. That pushed Ed Sim Sports number 78, Timmy Neckerbecky, to the top of the board here. Josh Henderson, Levi Ramsey, Wesley Ottman, Peyton Boyle, Jagger Glover, Justin Greenlee in the 70 Sim Speed Shop machine up to 8th. Oh, new quick time. Dawson Kemp, that 04 machine, up to the top of the boards now. Juan Cobbs Jr. up to 7th. There in that Duolingo number 30 machine. Chris Lyotta, that 69, jumping up there to 9th. A very chromed out race car here tonight. Look at that. That thing is shining. I'll tell you what. Matt Seidar is jumping up just outside that top 10 up to 11th. Kirk Gibson there in the 5 machine, jumping up to 9th. Dawson Kemp still up on top. Timmy Neckerbecky, Josh Henderson, Levi Ramsey, Wesley Ottman, your top 5 right now. Scooter Perfetio, that 8 machine, another pushhead Sim Sports hot rod. He's heading out for his qualifying here. Few drivers not made their laps quite yet. Only other car out on the track we haven't talked about here, Joseph Maddox in that 87 Caterpillar machine. Oh, big blink here. Oh, qualifying coming to a close. That is going to be it. Dawson Kemp coming home with our pole. And that will do it here for qualifying at Talladega, here with the Platinum Truck Series Inspired Racing League. Now it is time. Let's take a look at tonight's starting grid here at Talladega. Out in row number 1, Dawson Kemp. Great job in that 04, able to capture that pole position. Timmy Neckerbecky there outside row number 1. Rob Wilhoit, Josh Henderson, going to be rolling off row number 2 here. Row 3, going to be Levi Ramsey and Wesley Ottman. Got the Gators on the car, and they're on that tower in the profile pic. Peyton Boyle in the 3, Juan Cobbs Jr. in the 30, rolling off row number 4. Rounding out our top 10 here, row 5, Justin Greenlee, Kirk Gibson, Jagger, Glover, and Matt Seidar's going to be rolling off row number 6 here. Here, row 7, Chris Lyotta, Noah Morris. Noah in the 80 machine, marked there on the truck as a 5, but Ben Carnart and Ty Wilson going to roll off row number 8. Row 9, Mike Hauser and Trent Jones. And then rounding out our top 20 here tonight, row number 10, Elijah Fisher and Trent Green. Row number 11, William Carter, Bobby Holloman, Bobby Hadaway, and Travis Farmer going to be rolling off row number 12 here, just inside that top 25. Scooter Perfetio and Joseph Maddox going to be rolling off row 13. Matthew Scott and Carson Collins rolling off row 14. Rounding out the field here tonight, Getting ready for that green flag. The cars starting their pace laps here, I believe. We're only going to take one pace lap here at Talladega. The super speedways only get the one pace lap. So lights out on that pace car already. We are double file. We are going green flag next time. Bye, boys and girls. Hope you guys all having a great one tonight. Haven't checked out in chat quite yet. Jagger Glover. We got Arrow out there as well. Necker, Becky, Scott, Emma, all stopping by as well. Cobbs Racing, also stopping by. Emma going Wesley Ottman there in that 97 for the 6th spot. For that giveaway. So once again, that giveaway here tonight, the Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway sponsored by Emma the Deranged. Guess that driver who will end up at the end of this race here, P6. And you got until lap 50, of course. No double voting for drivers. Once a driver has been picked, he is no longer available. So if you got a driver in mind, thinking he's going to finish there in 6th, get that driver vote in over in the Inspired iRacing League YouTube chat. Go jump over to their YouTube if you're over on our YouTube here at Push Edge Productions, or if you're over on the TikTok and want to get involved in the giveaway for your shot tonight here. $5 cash for the winner of the giveaway, and then that winning driver are going to get $5 in iRacing credits as well. So something for the fans as well as the drivers out here tonight. Big shout out Emma the Deranged sponsoring that here tonight. We're getting ready to go green here around the field. Let's look at top 10 one more time before we take that green flag. Dawson Kemp, Timmy Neckerbecky, Rob Wilhoit, Josh Henderson, Wesley Ottman, Levi Ramsey, Juan Cobbs Jr., Peyton Boyle, Kurt Gibson, and Matt Sidars. Going to be the top 10 here starting off. Remember, 94 laps around Talladega here tonight. Season number 2 for the Platinum Truck Series. Race number 12. Last week's winner, taking a look back there, Charlotte. Last week with the Platinum Trucks. Travis Farmer in that 13 machine. Our winner last week. But the field getting ready to go back green here. Lights out on the pace car. Welcome to Dega, baby. Shake and bake. We are about to crank things up here tonight, figuratively and literally. Gonna do a little bit of crank it up here while we're green flag a little bit later on, but these drivers definitely about to fire off. Dawson Kemp out in front, that 04 on the bottom, that 78. Neckerbecky leading the field off of turn number 4. We are about to go green flag here at Dega. Once again, hope you guys all having a good Wednesday night here. No, not crank it up quite yet, Emma. I was just saying, we're going to crank up the night. And crank it up will be coming, is what I was talking about. But we're getting ready to go green flag here this first time. Entering into that United Reynolds restart zone. Green flag is out for the first time. We are racing here at Talladega. Neckerbecky up on that high side with some help from Henderson and that 17 machine. See that bottom a little bit more organized right now. Definitely starting to work a little bit better together. Real tight together down on that bottom side. A big jump back from about 5th on back to that, whatever that spot is on the inside. But Already 3 wide down that back straightaway. Lap number 1. Look at that. We are 3 wide that 5. Kirk Gibson out on the outside. Juan Cobbs Jr. there in the middle. Levi Ramsey down on the bottom. We are already getting racy, boys. 3 wide off of turn 4. Lap number 1. These drivers showing you they want to get racing here tonight. The field already pretty spread out right now. They are quite a ways spread out. Still 3 wide. Back here in the for about 10th on. That battle definitely heating up down that back straightaway. 3 good lines performing. Matt Seidars, Kurt Gibson out there on that far outside lane. We see Peyton Boyle and that 5 machine, that 80, excuse me. Saw the 5 on the side. He is not the 5. He is Noah Morris in that 5 Hendrick Chevrolet machine. But back to double file. Look at that. Drivers getting back to double file for the majority of the field. That high side still trying to get that thing rolling out there as well. That 5 and that 14 not giving up yet on that outside lane. It's not enough help up there. Up front, Neckerbecky and Wesley Ottman. Ottman jumps up to that high side. Trying to get that high line working. Ottman working that way up. They got 3 cars on the outside now. 2 of those lane leaders being pushed at Sim Sports Hot Rods at 78. There in the second lane, that's Timothy Neckerbecky. That's a push at Sim Sports Hot Rod. And then we also got Wesley Ottman up there leading that outside lane. That outside lane falling apart there. See Scooter Perfettio there in the 8. Another push at Sim Sports Hot Rod. He's able to jump onto that draft there. Take a look all board. A great look at them battling out ahead up front. Whoops, didn't mean that one. Meant that. Riding on board right now with that 97. The outside lane not getting a good run right now. That bottom really working. We see Neckerbecky drop there in front of that teammate here of Wesley Ottman. 185, 186 entering turn number 3 there. Riding on board with that number 97 of Wesley Ottman. Oh, single file up ahead. He's back in 12th. So the majority of that top 10 right now, all single file. Great look at that race car, that 97 Jaguars sponsored out here tonight. Still some racing going on. Look at that Neckerbecky to the top side of the 43 here of Mike Hauser. Trying to get that top side rolling once again up front. They have jumped back up to the top as well. Look at that, the 6 Levi Ramsey, that 45 there. Trent Jones as well up to that high side. We got Trent Jones. Trent Green knows the tail. Timothy Neckerbecky up there as well. Check back up the race leader, Josh Henderson, right now. That 17 machine leading the field. Dawson Kemp, Rob Wilhoit, Juan Cobbs Jr., Justin Greenlee, your top 5. Starting to separate. Look at this, 2 main packs, maybe even 3. Really starting to show. We watch that leader, or that last truck here on that main pack, Scooter Perfettio, trying to hang to the back of this pack right now in that number 8 machine. Just hanging in there, trying to log those laps. Drivers ahead of them are starting to get a little frisky, but look at behind them. Farmer, Hadaway, Seidars, Fisher, Gibson, there, and Glover. They're all in a secondary pack here. They're starting to battle it out as well. Watching Elijah Fisher push that Seidars number 14 past that 13 of Farmer and that 52 there of Hadaway. Looks like Kurt Gibson and Jagger Glover in that 5 and the 33 trying to do the same. This is a battle back here, 16th, 17th, 18th, and on. And then we got that third group here led by Lyota. I believe they've caught this second pack though. So this is one big pack now, far as I can tell. Start of that second pack here. Big pack now back here, starting about. That's main pack. Right here is second pack. So 16 all back right now is this second pack back here, started by Matt Sidars back here. Getting some big help from Elijah Fisher there in that 16 all over his back bumper right now. Jump on board there with Elijah. Bump drafting. Wow. Okay. We see inside that number 14 of Sidars. Now you can't even see nothing. Wow. Just a look at how close to that back end of that 14 he is right now. Currently back in 17th, 16th, 18th, and on. Jumping up, who's back out front now? Look at this. They are side by side up here in this main group. Levi Ramsey leading that top side. Josh Henderson on the bottom. We got Trent Green, Dawson Kemp up there in row number 2, side by side. Trent Green, Justin Greenlee as well up in that field. Juan Cobbs Jr., Peyton Boyle, Ben Carnert, and Rob Wilhoit up in the top 10, all in this group right here. Battling it out right now. Down that front straightaway, we see that outside lane starting to get a little bit of an advantage. Everybody who gets on that outside lane kind of getting a little bit farther ahead, as though it seems. Great look. Back 3 wide. Boyle out on the outside. Neckerbecke through the middle. We had Greenlee down there on the bottom in that 70 machine. That got a little sketchy there. Wilhoit up 3 wide. Up on the top side, the 31 Cobbs Jr. and Trent Green down there on the bottom in that 07 machine. Look at that. We are going 3 wide right now, side by side. There for teammates. 2 push head Sim Sports hot rod, side by side, that 07 and that 78 machine. Battling out front right now. 10 laps complete, 11 as we cross the stripe this time by here. Still 3 wide up in this front group. We're battling up in the top 5. They are rubbing doors. Look at that. Wow, oh, wow. Wilhoit not getting the best bumps there from Payne Boyle in the 3. They are weaving in and out there on that high side. Getting a little interesting. Not a lot of room. Boyle down to the middle. Now Wilhoit down as well. That third lane not going to be to his advantage. Drops in front of that 3 of Boyle there. This is getting interesting up front. They are battling it out. Tell you what, then we get back here to Henderson. And these boys back here, we got that 04 right there. Dawson Kemp, Justin Greenlee, Ben Carnart, Mike Hauser. Now look at that. That second group really starting to make some strides to catch that front pack. Back here in 16th, they're still fighting to get back up with those race leaders. This is Mike Hauser, that 43, that 15th place position, the last driver there on the tail end of that lead group. Looking back from that 43 machine, that Motorola symbol. I haven't seen that in a long time, I'll tell you what. Look at just how fast these drivers doing, over 180 here tonight, and that's letting off, I'll tell you what, because he is not full throttle right now, just using all that draft. Pretty sure this Elijah Fisher, Travis Farmer, and company making a little bit of headway. Let's take a look here, actually. Bring up our head-to-head. Behind us, there with Elijah Fisher. No, they are just barely gaining. Looks like they should catch him in about 4 laps, if that is correct. Watching that battle back there, Elijah Fisher back there in that 16, riding on board with that 43, looking back at that second group right now. They are making up time. Well, they have enough big lift there, if you heard from that 43 machine. Big checkup, that's going to help the gap from 1.2 seconds down to 1.0. That 16 catching up. Group number 2 really making a move right now. But let's go ahead. We got some green flag action right now. Let's go ahead and hear the sights and the sounds of the Inspired Racing League and the Platinum Truck Series. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Thank you guys. A little bit of the sights and the sounds here of the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. Thank you for checking out that Crank It Up. Let's go ahead and do a little top 10 rundown right now. Levi Ramsey there in that 6 machine. He's been able to capture that top spot just behind that 45 there. Trent Jones not far behind in the 3 there. Peyton Boyle. Oh, Rob Wilhoit down to that yellow line. Making some contact with it, able to save it. Not sure if that was a bad bump there for that 97 of Wesley Ottman down there. He's got some help from a teammate, Scooter Perfetio, there in that 8. Helping him as well, but that's the only 3 drivers down there on that bottom. They are moving and shaking. Look at that 3 wide. Juan Cobbs Jr. up there as well. Trent Green as well in that conversation. Timmy Neckerbecky, Rob Wilhoit right here, all up in this mess. They are 3 wide battling it out down this back straightaway. That front 3, they're just keeping it nose to tail. Trent Green and Neckerbecky able to slide into that mix as well. Down to the bottom goes that 78. Neckerbecky wants that bottom side. All alone, not sure he's going to be able to hold on to that position. Falls back a spot. Believe he's going to probably jump back up. Fall back in line. He does not. Wow, these drivers are moving and shaking out here. Look at that Wilhoit up to the top. Back 3 wide once again. Trying to get that top side rolling. down that back straightaway. They are slicing and dicing, trying to get something working here. That high side has been pretty strong at Talladega. Very hard to beat. Oh, they have shaken up. Look at that. The 07 to the bottom, the 3 to the top, the 5 stuck there in the middle, no help. The 45 as well. Oh, Trent Green in the 07 down there off the racetrack, trying to blend back in, keeping it there down below that double yellow, trying to make sure he doesn't mess anybody else up. Still not up back on the racetrack. He has fallen all the way to the end of that lead lap. I think he's finally merged back up there, that 25, Matthew Scott, allowing him up. Wow, oh wow, that was not ideal for that 07 there, Trent Green. Bad bump, sending him down to the apron. Had to fall all the way to the back to make sure he didn't take anyone else with him. But look at that, new race leader, Elijah Fisher out in front there, that Caterpillar number 16 machine. Still 3 wide now, Perfetio down there below that yellow line off of turn number 4. Let's take a look one more time. Tonight's giveaway, in case you forgot, if you didn't check it out yet, head over to the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Gotta get over there to get your vote to count. So definitely gonna want to do that. But head over to the Inspired iRacing League YouTube and vote for who you think at the conclusion of tonight's race here at Talladega, who is gonna finish P6. And pick that driver. Once a driver is picked, you cannot pick him. So drivers, no duplicate driver picks. If somebody's already picked them, they are already locked in there, so not able to be picked twice. So make sure you get over there. Those votes going to end lap 50. Coming to that halfway mark, we're on lap 20. So 30 more laps to get that vote in for P6 tonight. The Inspired Racing League giveaway, the Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway, excuse me, sponsored by Emma the Deranged here this week. But make sure you get that vote in for sure. For that time limit ends, I see out there, who is my vote? Oh no! Oh no, Glover and Perfetio! Perfetio over and over here at Talladega. That number 8 just took one heck of a tumble. Yellow flag number 1 comes out. Let's take a look at it here. Scooter Perfetio, Jagger Glover involved in yellow number 1. Let's jump out here. We're watching that number 8 machine. The 33, oh, across the 5's nose. That is that number 80 though, but oh, hard in the wall. There, Perfetio, and over. We're going to have to take another look at that one, of course. Let's take a look back. No, farther back than that. So we're watching that 33, that 80 kind of moves up the racetrack. The 33 making contact there with that push-head Sim Sports. Number 8, Scooter Perfetio. He catches that inside wall upside down. He goes. That number 8 definitely not doing well here tonight. Jagger Glover in that 33 as well. I don't think they are going to fare too well. Wow. Go ahead. We're going to take one more look at that one. As I take a sip of that Milo's extra sweet tea. But yeah, that number 8, Scooter Perfetio, ouch, coming over there. That does not look good there at all. Over and over. That machine, I think, done for the night, unfortunately. Down there on pit road. Let's see if that push-head Sim Sports crew can get it fixed. But I'm going to say probably not there on that one. But field making their way down pit lane. But stick around. We will be right back We are going to go ahead, jump side by side. I'm going to get some of this Milo's extra sweet tea and refresh my gullet. And we'll be back with some green flag action here from Talladega Super Speedway. The Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series Season number 2, Race 12 will return. And we are back here, Talladega Super Speedway. What a night. Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. The racing has certainly been pretty clean. Most of these drivers taking their time here so far. Taking a bit to get here to caution number 1. Already 23 complete of our 94. Looks like Levi Ramsey out in front. 6 lead changes over that period of green flag racing there. Let's go ahead and look at that top 10 as we get ready to go back green. Levi Ramsey, Peyton Boyle, going to be leading us off here on the green flag. Elijah Fisher, Rob Wilhoit, Matt Seidars, Josh Henderson, Juan Cobbs Jr., Dawson Kemp, Timmy Neckerbecky, and Noah Morris going to be our top 10. Let's take a look through the field. What's going to be our top 20? Greenlee, Harnart, Green, Hauser, Jones, Morris, Farmer, Scott, Holloman, and Lyota. Going to round out that one there. The field pacing, it looks like those lights going to go back out. Go back double file this time. Really curious how some of these drivers are going to take pit strategy tonight. We're not quite a quarter of the way there. We're about a quarter of the way there now. So, really interested to see what these drivers are going to do on strategy. Just about, yeah, we're just past a quarter. So, not enough to make it to the end, but really looking forward to some green flag pit stops as well. Those are always fun here on Super Speedways, I will tell you what. Take a look. We're those top 5 in the championship running here currently. Jones back in 16th. Unfortunately, Austin Hunt not making it today in that 95. Travis Farmer back in 15th right now. Hauser back in 13th. And Payne Boyle up in the catbird seat, up in 2nd. Outside of that front row there for him. Take a look before we go back green. What's our lap leaders looking like? 12 laps led there for Levi Ramsey. Josh Henderson with 5-2 for Neckerbecky. And then Farmer, Wilhoit, Kemp, Boyle, and Fisher all able to lead a lap, letting you know where they're at here as well. Who's got the fastest lap? Lyota so far. Holloman, Carter, Scott, and Maddox, your top 5 here lap time wise. And then before we go back green, that pace car about to dive back down into pit lane. Fisher's up 15 and Hadaway's up 14. Few others as well, up quite a few spots. But we are heading back into that restart zone. Looking at going back green flag racing. That United Reynolds restart zone here at Talladega. Levi Ramsey, your race leader. We are back racing here at Talladega. Green flag back out. The field still side by side. So we go down into turn number 1 and 2. Juan Cobbs Jr. in that 30 tightening up that space down there on the bottom side. The outside working pretty well together right now. There's a big gap here for a lot of these drivers, though. Take a look back here at about 10th, 11th. Ben Carnart there in that 46, that bright yellow machine. Gonna have to kind of start playing catch-up. Farmer back here, kind of all alone. Not having any help from behind. Neckerbecky as well. Really starting to stand out from one another. Side by side up front. Your top 10 right now, though. They are all side by side battling it out. Coming to lap 26 this time by. You see that 15, the Tier 1 setup shop, Rob Wilhoit, up there on the top side pushing Peyton Boyle. And the leader there on that outside lane, Elijah Fisher, that Caterpillar number 16 machine. Inside lane, we got Levi Ramsey leading the lane. Matt Sidars and Juan Cobbs Jr. There, look at that, 3 wide they go. They left Wilhoit all alone. Fisher down to the bottom. Boyle and Wilhoit, the only two down there in the middle. Don't think they're going to get much of a run. That outside lane, though, we got Henderson and that 07, Ben Carnart, the 43, a Hauser, and Greenlee, all up on that outside lane. Yeah, look at that. Fisher to that outside to block the outside there. Oh, Henderson in the wall. Big one. There is the big one. Oh boy, yellow flag. Number 2 comes out. Quite a few drivers involved. Henderson kind of where that one started, though. So let's take a look back here. Josh Henderson in that 17, where that caution started, got up in that wall. And then it looks like the 3 and the 04 getting into that outside wall. Farmer there in the 13 as well getting involved. Some heavy damage. Let's take a look. We're going to watch one more time here. That 04 making some contact there with the 404 and that 17. Farmer up the racetrack there into Boyle. Carnart and that 04 definitely banging on each other pretty good there. That's Dawson Kemp. Boy, oh boy. Take one more look back at that one. Want to watch from that 04. The 43, Mike Hauser down the track. That's why that 13 went up the track. We saw Neckerbecky all the way down there in the grass. Let's take a look at that one. What happened here? So he saw them wrecking. He goes just straight down. Yes, he does. Oh, big hit there from the 43 and Hauser for Neckerbecky there as well. Wow, oh wow. Caution flag number 2 out here tonight. Talladega Platinum Truck Series Inspired Racing League. Big shout out. Mad Performance Paints. You need an iRacing livery. Make sure you go hit up Mad Performance Paints for all your iRacing livery needs. Then also big shout out Inspired Marketing LLC for your business marketing management. Caution flag number 2. We see a lot of drivers taking the time to come down to pit road and get some service done. Look at how much damage that 04 has. Wow. That is unfortunate. I'm going to tell you what. Wow. Making their way back off, though. Let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and jump side by side one more time. I need some more Milo's Extra Sweet Tea, so we will be right back. Some green flag action from the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series coming your way. Talladega Season 2, Race 12, right around the corner. We will be right back. Back here at Talladega Super Speedway, once again, second caution flag out here for these Platinum Truck Series drivers. I do see representation of all the manufacturers here tonight. I would like to point that one out because that's definitely pretty cool. We see some Rams out here, some bow ties. That Ford that they circled a problem on. Sorry all you Ford drivers, but yeah, bow tie fan here, so won't deny it, some bias. Hey, those Fords still pretty quick, because look at that, one up in the top 3 right now, Levi Ramsey in that 6 machine. Got some Toyotas out there as well, that 45 back in 7th, Trent Jones. And then we got Ben Carnart there in the 46 in a Toyota as well, so interesting to see that. Take a look. Who's got the best lap now? Has that changed? Lyota's still out on top of that one. Holloman, Carter, Scott, and Maddox. I do believe that's a little bit different than what it was before. Excuse me, I gotta fix that. Whoops. Totally took my volume way down. That's alright. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at our lap leaders before we go back green. Levi Ramsey now 15 laps out in front. The 17 there, Josh Henderson with 5. Timmy Neckerbecky, Kurt Gibson, and Elijah Fisher with 2. Farmer, Will Hoyt, Kemp, and Boyle all with 1 apiece as well here. Take a look at our biggest gainers here so far. Hadaway up 17 there. Bobby Hadaway up in 6th. Maddox, Joseph Maddox up 16 spots. Up to the 10th spot. Elijah Fisher up 15th. Up to 4th. A lot of drivers moving up this racetrack. I'm going to tell you what. Moving through the field. Trying to find their way out front. Take a look at that top 10 before we go back green. Kurt Gibson, Nora Morris, Levi Ramsey, Elijah Fisher, Juan Cobbs Jr., Bobby Hadaway, Trent Jones, Wesley Altman, Trent Green, and Timmy Neckerbecky. Good to see some of those Bushhead Sim Sports hot rods up there in the top 10 right now. But that pace car down to pit lane. These Platinum truckers about to fire back off in that United Rentals restart zone here. Green flag back out once again. That 5 of Kurt Gibson with a great launch there in that restart zone. Out in front of that bottom side. Making some real good headway. That number 80 there on Noah Morris. Marked as the 5 there, that Hendrick machine. Look at that. 2 5s out in front. Got Kurt Gibson and that Can-Am number 5 leading the way. Led a few laps. See if he can hang on to it. Down that back straightaway, though. Look at that. The 80. Noah Morris down that back straightaway with the momentum. Out there on the outside lane, that HendrickCars.com, or Hendrick Chevrolet, excuse me. Battling out front. That battle really starting to take off. We see some more cars jump out to that outside lane. Rob Wilhoit in the 15 jumps out there. We see Neckerbecky back there quite a ways jumping out to that outside lane as well. Wesley Altman back there about 5 back on the bottom. Juan Cobbs Jr. almost side by side here with the leader of that second group on that outside lane. Jones back down to the bottom on a big move in front of Trent Green. Trent Jones, Trent Green working together here. a little bit. Those Trent boys back at it again. No, I'm kidding. But Trent Jones, Trent Green trying to work together here. Of course, no data there in the head-to-head. We are just caution, so does not give me that info. But look at that. The 45, Trent Jones up the middle to help the Duolingo. Number 30 there, Juan Cobbs Jr. up through the middle, out to the front. I believe he led that lap. Wesley Ottman all over that back bumper there. The 6, Levi Ramsey, down on that bottom side. He's got some help from that teammate, that 07, Trent Green. A little bit more help from another teammate. Neckerbecky not far behind those Pushhead Sim Sports drivers as well. Bobby Hadaway kind of in the middle of those boys. Really fun battling out front for that race lead. We see another group really starting to form. These drivers all kind of mix in with the front one. Hauser, Farmer, Greenlee, Maddox, Fisher, Gibson. They're all kind of single file here on that inside lane. Talking about that second group, led by Chris Lyotta again. That chromed out number 69. That's one sweet looking hot rod this week. Mitchell on that 69 truck here. That is the shiniest truck out here tonight. He's definitely won that award, I'll tell you what. I would hate to be the guy that had to keep that thing clean, though. I've done it before for the racing experience, and wiping bugs out of the grill gets pretty old throughout the day. Tell you what. But back out front, Trent Jones, new race leader. That 45 machine able to pull up out front. Noah Morris, Juan Cobbs Jr. there. Look at that, Wesley Ottman to the high side. That Pushhead Sim Sports trio out on the high side trying to get some help. Wesley leading that 07 there, Trent Green, and the 78 of Neckerbecky. Come on, boys. Push out there on that outside. Jones jumping up in the middle of that one. Trent Green back down to the bottom, trying to cycle Jones out of that. Unfortunately, think that might hurt Wesley Ottman there a little bit, but take a look here at this. What a race brewing up front. These battles are so fun to watch. They're going 3 wide down in a turn 1. Bobby Hadaway in the 52 in the bottom. Wesley Ottman through the middle. Levi Ramsey falling back there on that outside, not able to keep that run rolling there in that 6. But coming to lap 36, 37 next time by your limit here for the Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway is winding down. So make sure, if you have not already, go and jump over to the Inspired iRacing League, their YouTube that is live right now, and go pick your vote in that chat for which driver will come home 6th tonight. Taking a look, Trent Jones there in that 45 right now, side by side with Timothy Neckerbecky, fighting for that 5th and 6th spot. But no duplicate picks, so once a driver is picked, he is no longer available. Those admins out in the chat, they're keeping track, so they will let you know if something like that happens. But go out in that Inspired iRacing chat, get your vote in for who you think gonna finish P6 here at the conclusion of tonight's race. Your chance to win $5 cash, and that driver that you pick correctly, they get a shot to win $5 in iRacing credits. So a win-win both for you fans and the drivers. Super excited here tonight. Inspired Marketing LLC Sponsored tonight by Emma the Deranged. So big shout out to her as well for that one. But look at that, back out front. Trent Jones cycled his way back out front again. They have been battling it out back here for I don't even know. This whole front group just swapping positions back and forth like it is not even funny. Coming to lap 38, remember lap 50, you got to make that vote for the giveaway out in the Inspired iRacing League chat. So get that vote in before lap number 50. And big shout out to everybody out there in the chat right now. I see Caitlin over there in our YouTube. Liking the TikTok there as well. I see Digital Sports Cards hanging out there in the TikTok. Thank you guys. Appreciate you stopping by. Watching some iRacing here with the Inspired Racing League in the Platinum Truck Series. 3 wide. Wesley Ottman up through the middle there. Wow, oh wow. But let's go ahead while we have the moment. Some green flag action. Let's hear the sights and the sounds of the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series one more time. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Big shout out all you fans sticking around a little bit. Oh, we'll crank it up here. Look at that, the field working themselves single file, it looks like. We got a few off strategy guys, it looks like. Look at that. Matt Sidars, Rob Wilhoit, Jagger, Glover working together back here. 21st, 2nd, and 3rd. Dawson Kemp, unfortunately, that 07 machine is, looks like no longer raceable here. Peyton Boyle, Ben Carnart, Scooter Perfetio, and Carson Collins all unable to race here tonight, unfortunately. No longer, but look at that. Our race leaders battling it out front right now. Starting to catch a some lap traffic there. That 17 of Henderson not on the lead lap. And look at that, Trent Green, that 07 new race leader that pushed ahead Sim Sports, Heb 07 out in front here this week. Being pushed by his teammate that pushed ahead Sim Sports 97 there of Wesley Ottman. Oh, wow, 3-4 wide back here. They are slicing and dicing it up back here. See Lyota, Wilson, Carter, Holloman all back here. Matthew Scott, big Team Bigfoot, moving in a big way. All 5 of their cars. Or is it, they got their 6th one as well? No. Do they have 6 tonight? Not sure. But 5 of their cars all working together, led by Chris Lyota, Ty Wilson, William Carter, Bobby Holloman, Matthew Scott. That's a good sight there to see there. Scott, Sure, enjoying that view. They're right behind that number 43 there. Mike Hauser in the 70. Justin Greenlee. They're 15th back to 19th. But coming to that deadline, I'm going to pop it up one last time. The Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway, sponsored by Emma the Deranged here tonight. Make sure you get involved. Jump out over in the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Get that vote for who you got to finish 6 here tonight at the end of this thing. Only one pick per driver, so they'll let you know out there in the chat if you got to repick or anything, but I am going to go ahead. I'm going to pick that Bobby Hadaway 52. He's been pretty quick here tonight. Not sure where he is right now. Might have moved down, but try the 52. He has not been picked yet. There, Inspired iRacing League. Coming to lap 45, 46. Next time by, look at that. Trent Green down below that apron. Kind of got put down there, back up. Don't think he advanced a position there. Had to kind of give up a little bit of position, but back out on that racetrack again. There's that 52 up in 4th right now. Leading that inside lane. So if he has been picked, all right. So let's go ahead and go. Let's go to 5 of Kurt Gibson. Why not? If he has not been picked yet. Oh, wow. Oh, no! Farmer almost around in the 13. Great job by this pack. Keeping it together there. That was almost imminent danger right there. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We watched that one live. That was interesting. They are all back sorted out there. Wow, that got hairy pretty quick, I'll tell you what. Field still pretty close to one another. Just about the top 20 all together right now. We jump all the way back here. They're all in one group all the way back to that 19th spot. Jump on board. Nope. Let's go with Holloman. Riding on board, Bobby Holloman. Up in the 17th spot right now. A little bit of a connection issues there for Bobby. Pull up our telemetry. 2 laps to get that vote in. If you have not gotten that vote. Was the 5 picked? Didn't see if he got picked as well there, Emma. If not the 5, I'm going to go with this 48 if he has not been picked. But we're right on board with that 48. Bobby Holloman watching that field up ahead. Look at that movement. Side by side through the middle of the field. These drivers right here, Carter, there, Ty Wilson and Lyota, they're just trying to hang out back here right now. I do believe they're kind of just trying to be this pack back here in the back, hanging on to the draft, but staying out of trouble, if I had to take a guess. They're kind of just back there minding their time. The 5 is good. Awesome. I will take that 5 machine. Kurt Gibson. Currently up in the 5th spot. Battling right there with Trent Green in the 07 for that 6th spot. So who knows? We'll see. Kind of right where I want him right now. Don't spin him, Elijah. Don't do me like that, big dog. All the way all over that back bumper right now. Boy, oh boy. we can see that engine from Elijah Fisher looking back off the rear end here of Kurt Gibson. That's a pretty cool view. Anybody wanted to see the inside of these race trucks? I don't know how we got the technology to just view right through the truck. But hey, you know, iRacing for you. Gotta love it, right? One more lap. Lap number 50. The vote will end here for the giveaway at the end of this lap. So make sure, if you wanted to get that in, come over to the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Get that vote in right now. Emma, that was quite a bit wild. I will tell you what. That was very interesting to watch. I did not know you could even see the engine compartment looking back. But hey, you know, you learn something new every day. We'll jump on board here with that 07 right now, Trent Green. We get that view off that back deck lid here of the 07. Not sure why it's not giving me that for all of them, but make sure you get that giveaway pick in. We're coming across the line. That giveaway going to come to a close here, folks. No more votes. Lap number 51. Field spreading out there through 1 and 2. Jump out. What's going on here? That bottom lane kind of singling out 4-car out front. We got, look at that, your new race leader right now, Wesley Altman, taking control of the race lead in that 97 Jaguars Pushhead Sim Sports Hot Rod. Out in front, but look at that outside lane, really trying to get those shoves and the moves moving. Big blink there for Elijah Fisher in the 16. That is not going to help that outside lane at all, I'll tell you what. I don't know why, but once you blink, it kind of just leaves dead air, so you really don't get the help like how you're, you know, if you're a car length back, you're going to get a great draft. But unfortunately, here in iRacing, that car disappears. There's no longer a draft there. It just goes to dead air. And that really does not help, I'll tell you what. And take a look at that. Let's take a look through our top 5 right now. Wesley Altman up in that top spot. We got Bobby Hadaway, that USA painted number 52 machine, up in the 2nd spot. But look at that. 3 of those Pushhead Sim Sports cars up in the top 5 right now. Timmy Neckerbecky, that 78 machine, that's a Pushhead Sim Sports Hot Rod. He's up in 3rd with help from his teammate Trent Green back there in the 07. Up in 4th. Really good to see that. Noah Morris, that 80 machine, he's up to the top 5 there in 5th right now. And look at that. My pick, Kurt Gibson, the 5, back in 6th right now. Hey, buddy, if I could just talk over the radio right now. Kurt, just stay right where you're at. I would very much appreciate it. Oh, boy. But all seriousness, back here in 7th, Levi Ramsey. Here's our first Ford F-150. That number 6. Back in 7th. Trent Jones, the 45. He's back in 8th in that 45 machine. The first Toyota of the night. And Kurt there was the first Ram. That top 5, all bow ties. That Chevy Power getting them out front, I'll tell you what. But rounding out that top 10 rundown, Justin Greenlee here. That number 70 Sim Speed Shop machine. There's another Ford up there in the top 10 as well. 3 Fords, a Ram, and a Toyota up in the top 10. Look at where all those guys at right now. Look at the movers and the shakers. Big mover right now, for sure. Bobby Hadaway, look at that. Just incredible. Up 21 spots right now. Then we got Trent Green, the 07, up 16. He's up in 4th. Trent Jones, the 45, up 9 spots, up in the 9th position. Little farther back, Matthew Scott, up 9, up to the 18th spot. Unfortunately, looks like he has lost base here with the main draft, unfortunately. That is not what we want to see here for that Menards 25 machine here tonight. Rounding out our biggest movers there, Joseph Maddox. That 87 down to the apron. Saw a little bit of smoke. It looks like we stay green here. No caution flag there. Not quite sure. Oh, big move. A lot of drivers, green flag pit stops have begun here. Looks like Maddox, Elijah Fisher, Kurt Gibson, and that 52 Hadaway finding their way down to pit road there. Lap number 56 of 94. Take a look at our race recap here as well. Wesley Ottman, that 97 out in front. Look at that, 1, 2, and 3 for Pushhead Sim Sports. Neckerbecky back in second. Trent Green back in third. Love to see it right now. Fortunately, Perfettio taken out there in that early incident. Oh no, did someone run out of gas down there on the apron? It sure looked like it. Somebody looked like a dead stop there on the apron. Take a look at this. Rob Wilhoit, Krayev. Wilhoit there in the 15, coming to a dead stop there on the apron. I'm not sure quite what happened there with him. That whole field passing him by here as well. What happened to that 15? Boy, oh boy. But back out front, Wesley Ottman leading the way. Neckerbecky and Green, 1, 2, 3 right now. Working as a team, working to the front. Love to see it. Those Pushhead Sim Sports teammates really doing a great job linking up right now. Juan Cobbs Jr., Levi Ramsey rounding out that top 5. Trent Jones, Mike Hauser, Justin Greenlee, Chris Lyotta, Ty Wilson. Gonna be your top 10 as that continues changing up quite a bit. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure what happened there with Rob. Very unfortunate. Oh! That 80 machine almost spinning down there on the apron. Not sure if you saw Noah Morris touch that bank in there. Almost coming around, it looked like. Wow, oh, wow. I am expecting some green flag pit stops not too far away here. Riding on board here with our race leader, Wesley Ottman. Whoops, wrong one. So far, led 14 laps out front. Doing a good job holding that lead right now with help from those teammates. That 78 right there. The Pushhead Sim Sports of Timmy Neckerbecky and Trent Green right behind him. So definitely helps having those teammates behind you. See that? Just a small market team. Jaguars there on that rear deck lid there for Wesley Ottman. A big Jaguars fan hailing from Jacksonville, Florida, of course. Or St. Augustine, Florida, excuse me. But close enough to be a Jags fan. Oh no, there it is. Your leader, Wesley Ottman. That Pushhead Sim Sports team down to pit road. Down nice and smooth. Great job, boys. Great job there. Juan Cobbs Jr. in the 3, taking over that race lead. So that's going to shake things up once again. Now the 30, Juan Cobbs Jr. out in front. Levi Ramsey sitting there back in the catbird seat. Back in second right now. Trent Jones back in third. Mike Hauser back in that 4th spot. We see a few of those drivers up there driving with those guys. Not on the lead lap. That's that 87 Caterpillar. Joseph Maddox in that 5. Kurt Gibson Currently not battling with these race leaders right now. Looks like they're working past those race leaders. At that, those race leaders coming down pit lane. Quite possibly, no. It's looking a little bit slow, trying to save some gas. Maybe. Watching that Trent Jones 45 push that 6 to Levi Ramsey. Trying to get him caught back up to Juan Cobbs Jr., who caught the draft here at Joseph Maddox and Kurt Gibson. Kind of not working together. They are all side by side, so that's not really going to help him save any gas, for sure. Then we jump back. Hauser leading this main group here. Justin Greenlee, Chris Lyotta, Ty Wilson, William Carter, Bobby Holloman, and then jump all the way back. Matthew Scott back in 10th, all alone out here right now. Unfortunately there for him. Take a look at that track map. The 25 just coming through turn number 4 up to that front straightaway. And that 25 of Matthew Scott coming down here to pit lane. Making his pit stop all alone. That is definitely not going to help that 25 by any means, I'll tell you what. But out in front, Levi Ramsey now out in front. Look at that. Cobbs Jr., Chris Lyotta, Justin Greenlee, Ty Wilson, Mike Hauser, Holloman, William Carter, all down pit road. I do believe these are going to be the last pit stops here. They should be able to make it. Lap 62 and 96. Green flag pit stops out here. Love to see it. Shows just how well these drivers are working out here together. Let's take a look at our race recap one more time here while we got a second. 62 complete of our scheduled 94 here tonight. Levi Ramsey out in front. 2 caution flags for 6 laps so far. And 18 lead changes. A lot of different drivers able to find that top position. There is that race leader no longer. Bobby Hadaway and Elijah Fisher are going to pick up that race lead here to this battle, this 2-car tandem right now. Is your race leaders. Bobby starting back in 23rd. Gonna capture this top spot right now. He has not led any laps out here so far, so good to see. He's gonna be capturing a lap lead here. Another new leader. With help from that 16 of Fisher. They got Ramsey back there in 3rd. Trent Jones, Juan Cobbs Jr., and Wesley Ottman. They're in the 97. Then Chris Lyotta, Trent Green, Justin Greenlee, Ty Wilson, and Mike Hauser all together. Kurt Gibson, Joseph Maddox, and Timmy Neckerbecky. Back a little bit farther. That's all the way back to 14th. William Carter looks to be all alone out here. Noah Morris and Matthew Scott have kind of teamed up here. And Bobby Holloman, it looks like back down pit road. The 48 coming back off pit road, back in 18th. Matt Sidars, back in 19th. Think he's going to get that spot, though. Josh Henderson, Jagger Glover, Rob Wilhoit. Looks like they have parked it for the night. Farmer, Kemp, and Boyle. But definitely some things happening out here at Talladega. Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, they are cooking out here tonight. But out front, that 52, Bobby Hadaway. Out there, leading the way with help from this 16 of Elijah Fisher. Appreciate everybody stopping by, all you fans. Thank you all the drivers out there attending the race tonight. Hope you guys having a good night. I saw out there Emma, the guitar guy, Scott Harvick to win, Teresa out there as well, chatting it up. We saw Dawson Kemp stopping by, Jason Williams, Inspired iRacing League as well. Sonya out there, Menards Bros, Scooter Perfettio, Neckerbecky, Wesley Altman was out there, Jagger Glover, Matthew Scott as well. A lot of y'all stopping by the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Raging Idiot Racing Network stopping by as well. Caston Carson, Arrow. Thank you guys all stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hey out there as well. But yeah, thank you guys all stopping by. I really appreciate it. Few people out there liking the TikTok. Thank you for doing that over there. If you're over on the Push Edge Productions YouTube, thank you guys here as well tonight. Talladega Season 2, race number 12, the Platinum Truck Series, here with the Inspired Racing League. Green flag pit stops for the second time, I believe, have cycled their way through. We're coming to lap 68 here as we cross the stripe this time by right here. Out of our scheduled 94. 19 lead changes, 2 caution flags for 6 laps. And Bobby Hadaway, currently that race leader, out in front right now with help from that Caterpillar number 16 there of Elijah Fisher. Oh no, yellow flag! A yellow flag has come out. Let's see if we can take a look here at this one. I believe it's going to be Trent Green here in the 07. I may be mistaken. No, I don't think that was what that was for. So let's jump to the yellow. Have to find this here. Oh, Juan Cobbs Jr. there in the 30. All right, let's take a look back here. Wesley Altman in that 97 involved here in this one. Juan Cobbs Jr. coming around back at it into the wall. That Duolingo number 30 machine. Take another look at that one. Yeah, unfortunately, Wesley Altman on that outside. I'm not sure the 30 moved up or not, but that is going to bring out that caution. Let's see if we can see from another angle here. Back it up a little bit. The 97 going up. Oh, that is hard to tell. Did not see. There was maybe a bump. Let's slow it down here. Watching that 97. Give him a good shove, I believe, on that right rear. He goes to the outside. He goes down the racetrack. A little loose up the racetrack he goes. Contact has been made. Not sure. That Ford F-150 definitely going to feel that hit, though. Caution flag out here. Wesley Altman, the 97. And the 30 there, Juan Cobbs Jr. involved here in this one. But let me go ahead. I need a little refreshment. We've been green flag for a while, so I need some of that Milo's Extra Sweet Tea. Big shout out, Mad Performance Paints, Inspired Marketing LLC. Thank you guys. I hope you guys having a great Wednesday here with the Platinum Truck Series here with the Inspired Racing League. Push the Edge Productions, bringing you all the action. Thank you if you're on our TikTok or our YouTube, or if you're over on the Inspired iRacing League YouTube here tonight. But thank you guys. I appreciate all the fans stopping by, all you drivers driving your heart out. I know some of you guys listen to us while you're driving. I just want to say thank you guys. I really appreciate it. But we are going to go ahead, jump right back. Talladega Super Speedway, some green flag action with the Platinum Truck Series. When we return, we will be right back. All right, boys and girls, we are going back racing. The pace lights out on the pace car. Let's take a look at our top 10 as we get ready to go back green. Levi Ramsey, Bobby Hadaway, Elijah Fisher, Justin Greenlee, and Trent Jones, your top 5. Wesley Altman, Timmy Neckerbecke, Ty Wilson, Mike Hauser, and Chris Lyotta. Going to be our top 10. Let's take a look. One more page back because they are all still in it right now. Joseph Maddox, Matthew Scott, William Carter, Noah Morris, Kurt Gibson, Juan Cobbs Jr., Trent Green, Bobby Holloman, Matt Sidars, and Josh Henderson, your top 20 here. Let's take a look where those championship drivers doing here tonight. It looks like Trent Jones up in the top 5. Right now, up in 5th in that 45 machine. The 95, Austin Hunt, not making it here tonight to Talladega. Travis Farmer back to 23rd. Fortunately, that 13 involved in a big incident there. 43, Hauser up in the top 10, up in 7th. And Peyton Boyle, that 3, back in 25th. Also involved in a heavy incident here tonight. Unfortunately, let's take a look. Biggest gainers, Hadaway, Fisher, Scott, Maddox, and Jones. Whole bunch of lap leaders. Look how many more lap leaders now. Ramsey on top of that list. Altman, Hadaway, Henderson, Jones, Gibson, Cobbs, Farmer, Green, Neckerbecke, Fisher, Morris, Wilhoit, Kemp, and Boyle. All some leading laps. Let's see, what's the best laps? Maddox up top now. Fisher, Farmer, Gibson, and Lyotta. Green flag back out here at Talladega. The Platinum Truck Series back underway once again here in Alabama. Down that front straightaway, they are still side by side, battling it out hard. 23 laps remain here down the Alabama backstretch, gang. Backstretch. Alabama gang backstretch. One of the cool pieces here of the Alabama Talladega Speedway. Also, a very awesome museum just on the outside front gate. Definitely got to check that out if you have not been to the museum and been to Talladega. That is a must go to. I'm going to tell you what. Been there, I think, 3 or 4 times. But I've been to Talladega quite a few times. So, God forbid, they always changing stuff up. Some awesome exhibits out there. But look at that 3 wide. Ottman through the middle. Hadaway up on that high side. Neckerbecky giving some help here to his teammate in that 97 there. Look at that. The 16 down on the apron. He's going to let everybody by. He does not like that 3 wide. Fisher dropping to the back. Oh, no. Drops back to a teammate. Picking up that 87 there of Joseph Maddox. Okay. Now, Wesley Ottman back to the point. There on that bottom lane. Timmy Neckerbecky with help from behind another teammate. But out on the outside, Levi Ramsey and Trent Jones doing an absolute phenomenal job out on that outside lane. Bobby Hadaway, Ty Wilson there as well. Hadaway down to the bottom. He's okay with leading that bottom lane. Big gap there from Jones to Wilson. Bottom lane going to surge here a little bit. Down that back straightaway. What a view. Everybody just snaking along, trying to find that air off of that truck ahead of them. Coming to 20 laps to go. Next time by. Anybody's race up here in the top 10. Heck, even in the top 20 with 20 to go. Anything can happen here at Talladega. That outside lane really doing a great job there at keeping well connected. One of the real big things here is staying close to that driver ahead of you. These trucks will overheat, so you do got to get some air into that front, but you got to be pushing these trucks to maintain that speed. Look at that outside lane making some moves. That whole Bigfoot team. The 69, that 25, the 55. All working their way up. Oh no, yellow flag! Yellow flag has come out. Oh no, Hauser. The 43, Bobby Holloman. There in the 48. Gonna be involved here in this one. Matt Sidars in the 14. Getting a hold of that 48 and ow, that 43. Mike Hauser hard into that wall. Juan Cobbs Jr. collected up in that one. He got a piece there of Mike Hauser as well. Let's take a look back one more time. Let's change this view. So unfortunately, Matt Sidars getting into it there with Holloman. Holloman caught a piece there of Fisher and Juan Cobbs Jr. Missed that. And then Cobbs Jr. finding Hauser there as well. One more view. Fortunately, Holloman looks to be pretty damaged. Oh, that's 16. Pretty hard hit to that 48 as well. That 48 gonna be a little sore for the wear there. Bobby Holloman, fortunately. 43 to there. Mike Hauser. Some serious damage here tonight, fortunately. But we are back. Yellow flag once again. 4th caution flag here tonight. Coming under 20 laps to go. 19 lead changes. 4 cautions for 10 laps. And Levi Ramsey in that 6 out in front. 76 of our 94 complete. Take a look at that top 10 right now. Levi Ramsey, Trent Jones, Ty Wilson, Matthew Scott, Chris Lyotta, Bobby Hadaway, William Carter, Wesley Ottman, Trent Green, and Timmy Neckerbecky. Going to be our top 10. Excuse me. Noah Morris, Justin Greenlee, Juan Cobbs Jr., Joseph Maddox, Elijah Fisher, Kurt Gibson, Mike Hauser, Matt Sidars, Bobby Holloman, Josh Henderson, our top 20. But see a few of those drivers involved there in that last incident, unfortunately. But let me get another drink. We're going to go ahead, jump side by side one more time here under caution. We will be right back. The Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series, Talladega. Ramsey out in front right now. Race number 12 in Season 2. Stick around. We will be right back. Yellow flag back out for the 4th time here tonight. Talladega Super Speedway here with the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series tonight. The field making their way under pacing. See these cars damaged, trying to make their way back out. That 17 of Henderson and that 14 there. Sidear's pulling out. Big shout out Emma the Deranged, sponsoring the giveaway here tonight. Fortunately, that has come to a close. Also, big shout out Inspired Marketing LLC. Thank you for everything that you do here for the Inspired Racing League, as well as Mad Performance Paints. You need any iRacing liveries, paints, make sure you go hit those boys up over there and get yourself a fresh paint job. But we're getting ready to go back green. Let's check on that top 10 one more time. Ramsey Jones leading us to the green flag. Scott, Wilson, Hadaway, Lyota, Carter, Altman, Green, and Neckerbecky. Your top 10. Ford, Chevy, all represented out there. A Toyota as well, a Ram. Look at that. Little bit of everything flavor would you like here. Down that back straightaway, the field back double file. Going racing next time by. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing once again. Hope you guys having a good Wednesday. Well, that pace car diving down there in the pit lane. We are going back racing one more time. Levi Ramsey, Trent Jones out in front, Wilson, Scott, Lyota, your top 5 into that United Rentals restart zone. Green flag back out once again here at Talladega Super Speedway. Fortunately, the racetrack that gave me my one and only known concussion, pretty sure I've got one or two other ones, but for a fact, known concussion happened here at Talladega. Unfortunately, not a fun experience. I went blind for about 30 seconds, so definitely not a fun time. Tell you what. But coming to 15 laps to go next time by. Take a look at that. the field 3 wide down that back straightaway. They are battling it out right now. Wesley Allman leading the charge down there on the bottom. He's got some help. That Chris Lyotta, number 69, right behind. Can he make it to the front down there on the bottom? Looks like the bottom is just evaporating. No, they come back down to him. Look at that. Neckerbecky up in the 5th spot. He's up on that high side, trying to make the high side work. Wilson on the bottom side up in front with help from his teammate, Matthew Scott, the 25. Levi Ramsey on the point on the outside. Trent Jones, Neckerbecky, a lot of movement down that back straightaway. Something's got to give. They are fighting far too hard. Hadaway down past that yellow. A little contact there with Ottman, who's up in the middle right now. We see those push-head Sim Sports cars. They have found a way to come together. They're in the middle. No, Hadaway broke that one up. Wesley not able to pull up to that back bumper. There, the 07. Oh, and they dive down to the bottom now. Coming to 14 to go. This is getting dicey, folks. Trent Jones pushing that Levi Ramsey machine out on that top side. But look at those 2 push-head Sim Sports cars. Timmy Neckerbecky, Trent Green. Oh, big move for Levi Ramsey. A block to the outside, a big run there from the 69 of Lyotta. No, excuse me, that was the 52 there of Hadaway. Wesley Ottman down to the bottom, 3 wide, out in front. Ottman down to the bottom, Hadaway in the middle, Ramsey to the top side. What is going on? They are racing their lives out right now. Boy, oh boy. The push-head Sim Sports cars, 1, 2, 3 down there on the bottom. Got Ty Wilson, Matthew Scott, and Chris Lyotta push the edge, and Bigfoot all stacked up down there on the bottom. Coming to 12 to go, though. Everybody else trying to find space up in those upper 2 lanes right now. Ottman pushed out front. There on the bottom, they dive down to the bottom. Green, so touch from Wilson. Able to blend back up. Boy, oh boy, that broke them back up once again. Out in front, Neckerbecky, the 78, pushing that 97. There of Ottman out in front. Oh, Levi Ramsey. Neckerbecky goes around. More involved. Scott as well. Scott gets involved. Greenlee also involved there in that one. Yellow flag, number 5. Boy, oh boy, that definitely started there with Neckerbecky. Believe he kind of came up the racetrack, if I'm not mistaken, there on Levi Ramsey. Oh no, Ramsey down the racetrack. Then they kind of come together. Ramsey into the wall, Neckerbecky as well. Greenlee making contact there with Ramsey. He gets into Scott. Fortunately there for Neckerbecky. They were up front, 1, 2, 3, down there on the bottom with those push-head Sim Sports cars. Let's take it back here. Watch for Matthew Scott in that 25. It's right on board. Nope, we don't have that one with him. So they go up the racetrack. They all go down trying to avoid it. The 6 makes contact with the 70, and then the 70 getting together with the 25. But look at that. Matthew Scott, 360, back straight. Great job there by that number 25 to get that thing back righted. That was incredible. One more guy. I want to take a look there with Greenlee in the 70. One more look, promise. This is going to be the last one we'll watch from out here. They're getting into it. The 6 tries to get past the 78, makes contact there with the 70. The 25 and him get together. Does the 70 make contact with anybody, or does he just kind of have that brush? I think, oh no. Oh, Kirk Gibson there in the 5, just narrowly avoids making contact there, I believe. Don't think that they actually made contact, so great job. And 25 there, Matthew Scott. Wow, what a great job getting that thing turned back around and pointed in the right direction. Wow, oh, wow. Look at our top 10 here. Coming to the end, anybody's game. We're packed back up, so it is still anybody's race. But Wesley Altman, that 97, that Jaguars push ahead Sim Sports hot rod out in front of the field in that Chevy bow tie machine here tonight. Trent Jones up there in second. Bobby Hadaway, Noah Morris, Trent Green, Juan Cobbs Jr., Ty Wilson, Chris Lyotta, William Carter, and Matthew Scott. Going to be starting off out here in the top 10. Nobody going to need gas to make it to the end. I don't expect anybody needing tires here. Super Speedway racing. So, don't expect any of that to happen. But take a look back. One more set. Here's our top 20. Elijah Fisher, Kurt Gibson, Timmy Neckerbecky, unfortunately, involved there in that one. Joseph Maddox, Justin Greenlee, Matt Sidars, Levi Ramsey, Josh Henderson, Mike Hauser, Bobby Holloman, rounding out our top 20 here. Don't know if we got all 20 out there on the racetrack. I think a few of those guys no longer in it. 43 is done back there in 19th, so I'm assuming Bobby Holloman, Jagger Glover, Rob Wilhoit, Travis Farmer, Dawson Kemp, Peyton Boyle, Ben Carnart, and Scooter Perfetio all done as well. Josh Henderson pulling back out there in the 17. That 6 stayed there on pit road. I think he has left in the 6. The 70, Greenlee, still out there on pit road. The 14, Sidars, back in 15. So it looks like got about 15 drivers. 87 not pulling out. So no, 14 trucks about to fire back off here. 5th caution here tonight for 15 laps. Not doing too bad. Lap 85 of 94 and 20 lead changes. Been one heck of a night here at Talladega. I'm going to tell you what. But we're getting ready to go back green off of turn number 4 here. Or no, excuse me. That's down that back straightaway. I'm going to take a sip of this Milo's Extra Sweet Tea. I will be right back. Big shout out, Mad Performance Paints, Inspired Marketing LLC. Thank you guys for everything that you do here for the Inspired Racing League and the Platinum Truck Series. About to fire them back off. We are winding down to the end. This is really going to get exciting. Wesley Altman in that 97 coming in. Starting off as the race leader. He's going to choose that outside lane. That push head Sim Sports 97. Looking for a good result here tonight. That Jaguars machine here. Yeah, Teresa Hauser's definitely burning some secret popcorn down there by the looks of it. We're getting ready to go back green. Altman and Jones lead them to the green flag. Getting ready to fire them back off. Possibly for the last time. Entering that United Reynolds restart zone. Here in the front straightaway. Stacked them up, racked them back up. We are going racing. Back green flag racing once again. Wesley Altman in that 97. A great jump out in front. That Jaguars machine dives down to the bottom. Covers that 45 there. Trent Jones, excuse me. But they are side by side back here. Bobby Hadaway, Noah Morris, Trent Green, Juan Cobbs Jr., Ty Wilson, Lyotta, all side by side back here. Let's take a look here. That nose, Noah Morris, big bump draft there to Jones. Altman all the way down there on the inside. We are 3 wide once again. Look at that, slicing and dicing. Trent Green to the top there in the 707 behind Jones. Jones slots in there behind Wesley Altman. He picks up that 52 there. A Hadaway. Hadaway back down to the bottom. Altman holding that bottom lane. Hadaway a big bump there. Coming to 8 to go. Things are winding down fast. Bump. Contact there. Altman and Jones out in front. Battle of the air. This is getting interesting. See that 17 a little bit off pace right now. Oh, contact. Lyota there. And Morris coming together. Definitely pushing Lyota back some there in that 69. Watch this 78 Neckerbecky. They're going to get a good run here as they catch this front group. They are battling it out. Banging doors here at Talladega. Oh no, Hadaway. Contact side arch goes around. Into Morris. Oh no, Lyota gets into it. Yellow flag back out for the 6th time. Oh no. Once again, yellow coming out. Let's take another look at that. Saw that side R's making some contact. Went up the racetrack. Morris getting that contact. And then down into Lyota. That 69 Mitchell chromed out machine this week. And then side R's slamming on the brakes. Trying to keep it from going back up the racetrack. Up into that 25 there of Matthew Scott. Definitely going to have to take another look back at that. Let's look one more time. It looked like the 52 making contact there with the 55 of Ty Wilson. Wilson just barely made contact there with side R's. Then side R's up the track. There into Morris. And then Lyota getting a piece of it there as well, it looks like, unfortunately. Take one more look back at that. What I think happened, we're going to rewind it. Because we watched that 52 and down the track, makes contact with the 55, then think that he made contact there with the 14, but not 100% sure. Caution flag back out though here at Talladega, 6 caution. Driver's still doing a great job here tonight, I'll tell you what. But that was a shakeup on the running order, I'll tell you what. Let's take a look back at our top 10 now. Trent Jones out in front, Kirk Gibson, Elijah Fisher, Wesley Altman, Trent Green, Bobby Hadaway, Ty Wilson, Juan Cobbs Jr., William Carter, and Noah Morris, your top 10. While I got the moment, let me go ahead and jump away. Big shout out, Mad Performance Paints, Inspired Marketing, LLC. Make sure you go over to the Discord. Use all their affiliate links there for W Energy, as well as Moser Racing. But we're going to be right back. The Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series here from Talladega. Stick around. Trent Jones leading the field right now in that 45. But we are going to be right back. Back here at Talladega Super Speedway once again. The field's still pacing here. Gonna get them back going here momentarily. 6 caution here tonight. Let's take a moment talk about our week ahead. Friday going to be the next day that I go live. That's going to be with my fun day racing there with the Midwest Racing Fun League. That's going to be, I believe, only trucks and cup this week, because I think O'Reilly's going to a track I don't have, and it's a road course. I think it's like Le Mans. I'm not going to be doing that one, but going to be doing the truck and cup, I believe. Have to check the schedule. Might just be the truck race for all I know, but definitely going to be racing over there with the Midwest Racing Fun League there on Friday. That going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern. Saturday going to be off this week. I might do some hosteds. We will see. The Heat Racing League, I believe, starting up next week. I do believe. I'm going to have to check my calendar. But I think we're starting that one off next week, if I'm not mistaken. Sunday, the Rogue Racing League off to Long Beach. Some street course racing there in the trucks for the Rogue Racing League. That one's going to be fun. 7:45 CST, 8:45 EST there on Sunday night. Monday, the Inspired Cup Series. They head over to Texas, so that one's going to be fun there with them. Tuesday, Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. They head over to Langley with some super late models, so that one going to be a fun one you're not going to want to miss here for sure. Wednesday, the Platinum Truck Series. Next week, we head over to Fuji. So that's going to be a fun little truck road course race for these boys. Next week, the Platinum Truck Series truckers going to Japan. Going to Fuji Speedway. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But as we see the field back double file, we're going back racing, of course. Let's look at that top 10 one more time. Trent Jones, excuse me. Kurt Gibson, Wesley Ottman, Elijah Fisher, Trent Green, Ty Wilson, Juan Cobbs Jr., William Carter, Noah Morris, and Timmy Neckerbecky, your top 10. Lap leaders are still adding up. We see Levi Ramsey still that lap leader there in the 6th. 31 laps led tonight. Wesley Altman with 19. He was creeping his way up there as well. Right now, our biggest movers, Trent Jones up 17. Matthew Scott up 16. Trent Green up 15. Fisher up 15. And Carter up 14 there. With that pace car down to pit lane, we are going back racing these Platinum Truck Series drivers, entering into the United Reynolds restart zone. Getting ready for that green flag to fly. Out front, Trent Jones. That 45 with control. Out on that outside. He fires off. We are back racing at Talladega Super Speedway with the Platinum Truck Series here with the Inspired Racing League. 3 laps to go. So we still got a few shots here at a green-white checkered. We did not make it to a natural green-white checkered. Oh no! Fisher pushed down to that apron there in the 16. That Caterpillar machine. Look at that. Wesley Ottman down to the bottom. The 97. A big move there. Jones blocking everybody. Ottman trying to get to that inside of that 45. They are battling it out front. Trent Jones in the 45. Wesley Ottman there in that 97 machine. William Carter back there, the 83 as well. Coming to 2 laps to go here at Talladega. They sure are shaking a bacon. Wesley Ottman to the bottom of the 45. Can he get the help though? Don't know. Neckerbecky, a teammate there in the 78. Pulls up behind that 90. Oh, contact. Trent Jones goes around. Carter and Wilson involved as well. Yellow flag. Yellow flag is back out. That is it there for that 45 of Jones. Ouch. That was a hard hit. Let's take a look back at that one. Oh my. We see that 45, a bad hit from that 83 of Carter, and that second hit sending him right up in the wall. The 55 there, Ty Wilson, nowhere to go. He just had absolutely nowhere he could go. I mean, yeah, just nowhere he could go on that one. Let's take a look back at that one more time. Watch that 83, the bad bump. He gets into Wesley Altman up the racetrack. Another bump up into the wall. And Carter following there as well. The 55 just stuck in the middle of that whole mess. Nowhere to go. The 45 heavily damaged. Let's watch that 83 here on that one. I know that 83, a lot of damage as well. Watch from that roll bar. Oh, boy. Oh. Yeah, nowhere to go for him as well. Wow, they were inside of each other. You can't even see nothing. Wow. Fortunate there. Caution flag out. A lot of damage there for that 45 of Trent Jones. Unfortunately. 7th caution flag here. Looks like we are going to use that overtime that I talked about. We were scheduled for 94 laps, but we have bumped up into that first green-white checkered overtime scenario. 96 going to be our finish lap now. 7 caution flags for 19 laps, 21 lead changes. Wesley Altman, that 97, that push-head Sim Sports hot rod out in front right now, doing a just incredible job here tonight. That Jaguars machine here really looking good as well. And he's got that teammate Neckerbecky right beside him. So they're going to start 1 and 2 side by side. Might really be able to control both of those lanes here and take advantage of that. Obviously, two drivers might be able to take it 3 wide, but having the 2 teammates out in front, that's definitely going to help those push-head Sim Sports drivers. And not far behind as well, Trent Green back in 6th. Their teammate, he is not out of it to help get up there and help him. Let's take a look after pit stops here. Our top 10 right now. Wesley Altman in that 97 out in front. Timmy Neckerbecky, Kirk Gibson, Elijah Fisher, Chris Lyotta, Trent Green, Juan Cobbs Jr., Matthew Scott, Bobby Hadaway, and Noah Morris. Your top 10. Look at that. Trent Green, that 07 right now, sitting in that 6th spot. The catbird seat there for the giveaway. If you guys forgot, giveaway is over. Ended back on lap 50, unfortunately. But if we get a correct guess there out in the chat over in the Inspired iRacing League, that guesser going to win $5 cash. That driver going to win $5 in iRacing credits. So that's going to be fun here. Sponsored by Emma the Deranged out there in the YouTube. So big shout out to her. And big shout out Inspired Marketing LLC, of course. And Mad Performance Paints, the big helps here with the Inspired Racing League. Partner and sponsoring with that, the league, and making all 3 nights of racing happen. Monday, we got Cup racing. Wednesday here with the Platinum Truck Series. And then we're going Heat Series racing. I think it's next week. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure. They are on Saturdays. So not going to want to miss it. Inspired Racing League going back Saturday racing. Here with the Heat Series. We're going ARCA Cars first season. 10 weeks season here for the ARCA Cars. Then we're going double headers, mods and street stocks. And then off to some super late models. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Saturday with the Heat Series. Kind of our development series. Trying to get some short track racing. Some more racing etiquette for some of these drivers that want to do that. And just enjoy the short track stuff. But 7th caution coming to an end. See those lights out on the pace car. 2 of those push-head Sim Sports hot rods out in front, leading the way. See what these guys can do out front. Wesley Altman, Timmy Neckerbecky leading that front row. Kirk Gibson there, Elijah Fisher. Row number 2, Chris Lyotta and Trent Green. Row number 3, Juan Cobbs Jr. Matthew Scott. We got Bobby Hadaway And Noah Morris there, Ty Wilson, kind of rounding out our field here. That's going to be it. See what these drivers can do. We're going green this time by into 3 and 4 here. That team dynamic definitely going to come into play, I will say. Not only because it's my team drivers. No bias here. They win or not. Great job there by all the drivers here tonight. Of course, every week, but and every night. But yeah, definitely going to help having the teammates start both lines and kind of being able to control that. I know that's going to entail somebody wanting to go 3 wide faster, possibly. But we'll see. That pace car about to dive down there in a pit lane. This is about to get interesting. Our first overtime green-white checkered into that United Rental restart zone here. Wesley Allman, Timmy Neckerbecky leading the field to green flag here. And we are back green flag racing. Once again, they're going to choose that outside lane out there. He did switch lanes before the start finish, though. That is not recommended. Not sure if they're going to call him for that one, but ouch. Out in front, look at that. Wesley Allman, Neckerbecky, 1 and 2 right now. Gonna have to wait. I'm gonna watch and see if I can see a black flag pop up. Look at that. Elijah Fisher, Trent Green working that outside lane. Trying to get something working. Green dropping that 16, helping those team cars 1, 2, 3 for push to edge down on the bottom. We are coming to the white flag. Down on the bottom, those push to edge Sim Sports cars. We got Wesley Allman, Timmy Neckerbecky, and Trent Green all working together. White flag is out. 1 lap to go here at Talladega. Green goes and blocks that outside lane. Trying to hold off that Fisher 16 machine. Out in front, Wesley Allman with help from a teammate. A teammate battling off that outside. Will Lyota make a run here? Down this back straightaway. Boy, oh boy, this is coming to the end. Out in front, it's going to be, can these boys hold off these charges from behind? Lyota backing it off. He's trying to get a run. Just enough help. Will he get it done? Wesley Allman into the tri-oval. Timmy Neckerbecky, 1 and 2. They win. Wesley Allman here at Talladega. What a race. Wow. Wesley Allman, Timmy Neckerbecky, Chris Lyota, Matthew Scott, Bobby Hadaway, Noah Morris, and Trent Green. Trent, great job there, buddy. Getting your teammates up in front. You just did a great job. But what a night. Wow, our first win. Let's go. Oh, boy. Let's go. Wesley Allman taking home the win at Talladega. Whoops. In my excitement, I put too many, might have put too many T's there. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Talladega winner here. What a race. Wesley Allman, Timmy Neckerbecky. Little congratulatory bump there from the 30, Juan Cobbs Jr. Celebrating a win here. Look at a team. They all just did absolutely amazing. Neckerbecky there finishing second. A 1-2 for push to head Sim Sports here tonight. But Wesley Allman, the man of the hour, couldn't have done it there without Timmy. But boy, oh boy, Wesley Allman bringing it home. Those boys burning it down out there. I'll tell you what, they are stoked. Parking it there on that start finish. Try to get a good little picture spot. Oh, 1-2 burnout here. Wesley Altman, Timmy Neckerbecky. Those push-head SimSports hot rods. The 07 here, Trent Green. What a great job. Yep, pull up. There we go. Push-head SimSports burnout here. Look at that. The 78, the 07, and the 97. Look at that, the 7s. What a great job, team. Boy, oh boy. So proud right now, so proud. What a night from Talladega. But let's go ahead while they finish up their celebrations. Wow, that is so cool. P6 was Noah Morris. Looks like, yes, sir, the 80. So did anybody pick the 80 of Noah Morris? Looking at our race results here, the Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series, season number 2, race 12, here from the Talladega Superspeedway. Wesley Altman out in front, taking home the win here tonight. Great job there by that 97 machine. Timmy Neckerbecky there sitting in the second spot, coming home 1 and 2 for Pushhead SimSports. Great job, boys. Chris Lyota, that Bigfoot Enterprise, number 69. After that incident, great to see him come home with a podium. That chromed out 69, definitely looking great out here tonight, all night as well. That was a great looking car here tonight. But Talladega Superspeedway, the 2.5 mile, 2.66 here in the graphic. But 98 laps, our total distance, 260 miles, 21 green flag lead changes between 14 different drivers. What a great race. Everybody trying to move around, getting up, moving up the field, moving down the field. I think everybody kind of had a lot of ups and downs here tonight. But it was a lot of fun to watch. Tell you what, 7 caution flags here for 21 laps. That was a little crazy there at the end, but we got it done. That was a lot of fun to watch. Matthew Scott, our hard charger there in the 25 machine. Scott finishing up in the top 5 there in 4th, starting back 27th. So very impressive there for the 25 machine. Levi Ramsey, the most laps led, 31 laps there for him and that 6 machine. Matthew Scott, also the fastest lap there in that 25, a 51.906 there for him. Dawson Kemp, our pole sitter here tonight, unfortunately finishing outside of that top 20 all the way back in 25th. So not the finish that our pole sitter wanted here tonight, but great job nonetheless. I'll tell you what, let's take a look here. Laps led. Quite a few of those drivers. Laps led out there tonight. 25 by Ottman, 2 by Neckerbecky, 7 by Hadaway, 2 by Noah Morris, 3 for Trent Green, Juan Cobbs Jr. with 3, Elijah Fisher 2. Look at that. Just everybody able to go up there and lead some laps. 10 by Trent Jones, 31 Levi Ramsey back in 17th. Fortunately, due to an incident. That's really, really unfortunate. And looking at their starting position and finishing position as well. Before we get out of here, we're going to go ahead, head over to Victory Lane, get in touch with that 97 Wesley Ottman, talk to that 78 there, Timmy Neckerbecky, and Chris Lyota, finishing off our podium here tonight. Stick around. We're going to be right back. Don't go far. We will be here from Victory Lane in not too long, but we'll be right back. Thank you. A big shout out, Inspired Marketing LLC, Mad Performance Paints, everybody that makes it happen here, all the sponsors, and doesn't look like anybody won our giveaway here tonight, sponsored by Emma the Deranged. So no giveaway winner here tonight, unfortunately, but yeah, we're gonna be back. coming over here to victory lane, the 97 machine that pushed ahead Sim Sports there. Wesley Altman taking it home here tonight at Talladega Super Speedway. Wesley, talk me through those last few laps. You know you had help from behind. You had that teammate, Timmy Neckerbecky, in that 78 machine right behind you, pushing you. What were your concerns? What were you trying to battle with right after that green-white checker there, that last restart? What were you trying to keep on top of there, coming to those yellows and coming to the end here?
Super aggressive. What happens, happens. And I said, if you guys follow me, let's do it. If you guys, see me make an erratic move that you guys don't like, don't worry about following me. We just happened to link up at the right time and push each other to a P1-2. With Timmy, obviously, it's good for his points and everything like that. Before that caution even came out, I was sitting there. I was like, I just got to be aggressive. I've got a chance. I know I'm good on super speedways. I know I got what it takes. So just to really break through from my first league win is very cool right now.
Definitely an awesome moment. Bringing home the first win for that 97 machine here with the Inspired Racing League. And Pushhead Sim Sports bringing home the first win here by you. Great job, Talladega. How'd it go, though? How was the drafting out there? We saw green flag pit stops tonight. We saw some big incidents. Luckily, you were not involved in any of those. But walk me through your race here tonight.
I knew it was at least going to be a 2-stop race from the start, just because, we only had, I think it was like 34, 35 laps of fuel per fuel run. I was talking to the guys. I was like, listen, we got to talk fuel. We got to talk how much everybody's got, when it comes to that point, just so we know when to go in. When I was talking to them, we all went in around the same time. Timmy lost it off of pit road a little bit, so kind of got lost in the traffic behind me somewhere. And those late race cautions really helped kind of bring us back together so we could just focus and do what we needed to get done.
Yeah, so you think that definitely being that mark that sealed the deal, having that teammate behind you think that's what helped out here tonight?
I really do. Timmy and his 78, the 07, those guys, we were helping each other. We're like, listen, we got to get there to the end. We got to save fuel. We got to run. I was really helping them out with their pit strategies as well, because I was like, listen, guys, I'm not taking tires. I said, we don't need them like that. When the late race caution came out, I want to say it was the second to last caution. I was like, guys, I'm taking tires. They're like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take tires. Then I had a bad pit stop overall, so I was like, that's when I just made the call. I was like, I got to be aggressive. Just got to make the moves I need to move,
Well, kind of worked out. You made it happen here. That 97 ending up here in victory lane. Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series winner here at Talladega. Well, I'm going to let you go celebrate with the crew. I will be not too far behind, so you guys wait up for me for sure, because I'm going to be celebrating with y'all. But before I let you get out of here, who you got to thank tonight getting up on this podium tonight, winning tonight?
I got a lot of people to thank. There's a lot of people that, get me to run the way I run. And, Timmy definitely helped me tonight. I appreciate you letting me run for the, Pushy Ed Sim Sports team. You got Emma out there in the crowd. You got Teresa out there. They're all, supportive and just really cheering everybody on. I threw this paint together with probably 10 minutes to run. So, being able to get a new paint job out there and just winning the first time running it, it's definitely a surreal feeling. And everybody, from the people who run the league to the drivers in the league, they just got to thank everybody. This league wouldn't happen if we didn't have somebody go, hey, I want to make a league. So, just got to shout out to everybody. It's a team effort all around.
Well, great job there. That 97, the Pushhead Sim Sports machine of Wesley Altman, bringing home his first win here at Inspired, and Pushhead Sim Sports first win as well. Congratulations, pal. I'll see you over there a little bit later.
All right, man. Appreciate you guys.
All right, that driver of the number 78, that Pushhead Sim Sports machine, coming home second, 1-2 here tonight. Timmy Neckerbecky, tell me a little bit how that race went for you. A lot of ups and downs up the field, down the field for about everybody here tonight. I think we had 14 different race leaders, so a lot of drivers getting out front. I saw you had a few laps. I think you had a lap or two out in front led. How did that race go for you there, Timmy?
Went pretty well. It was a lot of fun. I will say, and was pretty nervous doing the green flag pits. I think that's where we weren't sure how we were going to end with everybody spreading out. So those yellow flags kind of saved us in middle of that. But it's definitely a great race and lots of help from a lot of people out there without even realizing it. Hadaway was huge and part of getting me back up to the front whenever I was in the back. I kind of followed him and Elijah back up to the front as well with a lot of going in and out and bobbing, weaving, rubbing, trying to get in and out of those wrecks. Which was I got caught in one of them, but luckily I didn't get enough damage to ruin my night. But it's definitely 15 minutes in the pit saved it, and I was back out there ready to go. But
Well,
definitely
great job
great
there.
race.
Yeah, we
great
saw
teammates.
Yeah, the team there, the three of you at least pitting there at the same time. I saw Trent Green, yourself, and Wesley making that pit stop. I did notice you guys got separated there. What happened there coming off the pit road? Wesley said you spun tires or
Yes. I ended up we didn't swap tires out of there, and I ended up as they came out, I gassed it too much, and my whole truck went sideways and lost teammates coming out of there. So I didn't have anybody with me to draft to get back up to the pack. So I ended up falling behind a little bit, but that's it happens. One of those recoveries where luckily I didn't wreck anybody and didn't wreck my truck. Was able to keep it
and
straight.
worked your way back through the field, all the way back up to second. Nonetheless, those cautions definitely helping. How much of a we heard just how much Wesley thanked you up and down, left and right. That without that help and you're pushing there, he would not have won it here tonight. So how big of a help do you think that was? I think you guys getting together there at the end, that definitely sealed the deal for y'all.
Definitely, yes. No, he held a straight line, and it made it a lot easier to be able to push him and go around these corners. And I mean, it's a lot easier when you have people that you can depend on to hold that line and communicate whenever we're doing it. That's a huge part of it. Even Trent too. I mean, he was a huge help with pushing us and keeping the communication going in the group chat. And letting us know whenever pack was coming up or this or that was happening. So it definitely was a big part of it.
Yeah,
like
Trent
I said,
making a
teammates
big
were
move
huge.
there. Coming there at the end, he saw that outside lane having a run. I think it was Elijah Fisher was getting a run on the outside. He went and blocked that outside lane, and that kind of separated you two away from the whole field and just set you out front there.
Yes, no, I think he would have been top 5 if he didn't jump down there. But again, it was one of those spur of the moment moves where it seemed like the best thing at the time, and I'm glad he did either way. I mean, it helped us stay up front. So I think it was kind of took one for the team. I appreciate
Definitely took one for the team there on that one.
yes. No,
Well, great job here,
tonight.
Timmy Neckerbecky in that number 78 machine that pushed at Sim Sports Hot Rod, coming home 1 and 2 for the team. Great job here tonight, boys. I must say, just being a team owner, I am so proud of you boys. And that was absolutely amazing to watch. But I'll definitely be down there celebrating with you here and not too far. But before I let you go, who do you got to thank getting up here on the podium tonight?
Again, thank all the teammates. I mean, you as well. I mean, being team owner, definitely a big part of that, helping us with the team strategies and getting things together. And same thing, I know. Again, I said it with Bobby Holloway was a huge part of that, and same thing with Elijah. I mean, they were a big part of getting back up front. And again, I appreciate them that helped out, but I'd like to also thank family and friends and brothers and everybody for watching the stream and keeping on every week.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much there. Timmy Neckerbecky, that 78, finishing P2 here tonight. Look forward to seeing you next week, pal.
Thank you. Have a good night.
So I did save this question here for my third place driver. Oops. The driver there of the 69, Chris Liotta, coming home P3 here tonight at the Talladega Super Speedway. That Bigfoot Enterprise number 69 looking real good tonight. Chromed out, looking real sharp. Mitchell's on that car there. Walk me through your night here a little bit tonight, Chris.
I almost started in the back, and then every time we just made our way through until like 25 to go. Once we got to 25 to go, it was end of no return. Had a wreck in between us. Lap 82. I have no idea how I made it through that wreck, but holy cow! I just went to look at that in between. I don't know how I got through that. That's incredible. I
tell me.
thought I was dead.
Oh wow, that was a close one. I think I remember that one. You went right through the middle there when they went up the
Yeah.
racetrack, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
went through the grass. So I had Levi wrecked. He went all the way to the left, and then I had Greenlee and Matt Scott wrecking on my outside. So the only line that I could really run and be successfully safe was kind of running the grass, and I went through the grass and kept it home. And then there was a wreck I got involved in, still came home third. So overall, great day for the Napa guys. Yeah, great day for the Mitchell propane fuel and company truck. It was, like I said, chromed out, meant to be
It
how it's
definitely
like
was.
on
It was
all the
shining.
big trucks. So
Well, so walk me a little bit through that high side. Looked very dominant tonight there in the draft. It was really about that momentum down that front straightaway and that back straightaway. On that high side, you were able to get that run off of 4 and off of 2 and just utilize it really well. Tell me a little bit how that bottom side and the top side were handling here tonight.
both lines were handling fine. It's just if you had no help behind you, it's KO'd. That's what happened to me at the end there. I had Bobby Hadaway behind me, and just had just no connection. He hit me and gave me no straight up connection. I couldn't go anywhere, and as soon as he got off of me and Matt Scott got fourth, at that point it was just over. Just maintained position. So. You know what? I'm starting to turn into a plate merchant with my ideas. I'm getting thirds. I'm getting wins. I'm getting seconds. And anywhere I look at, that's where I've been finishing lately. And
That's good.
just
That's
take
good.
it.
Making
Just take
progress.
those.
Yeah, you'll take it, right? But
I'll
I
take.
want to. I saved this question here for you. I know we're heading to Fuji next week. I know that's one of your uh, favorite tracks. Showed a little bit of drifting out there in the fan photos. What you got for the boys next week at Fuji? Some road course racing here with the trucks.
I'm still Tokyo drifting. I don't know what you're talking about now, Johnny. Survival, and then not only survival, if we can get a lot of points here to lock me in the playoffs. And so as soon as I start IRP, I lock myself in. That's all I need, because I really want this. I really want this top 10 in points. I really want this top 10 in points, because last season in the playoffs and Cup, I was able to do anything. I had a horrible Cup season. We transferred over to Trucks, and Trucks we had a harsh start, but we made our way. We crawled our way. We're in 8th place. Now let's see if I can improve it.
Yeah, look forward to that next week, pal. Well, one last time, congratulations that Chris Liotta, number 69 here, coming home, P3 at Talladega Super Speedway in the Platinum Truck Series here with the Inspired Racing League. Before I let you get out of here, bud, who you got to thank?
Everybody knows who they are. But it's all the sponsors, mom, dad, everybody in general. So P3, gotta love it.
Awesome job here tonight, buddy. Look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great night. Celebrate the podium, pal.
Yep.
And that is it from our podium here tonight. What a great race. Push Ahead Sim Sports first win here tonight. A 1-2 at that. Great job there by them. I can't wait to go ahead and celebrate with the boys, because that is definitely a big accomplishment. Excuse me. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Wesley Altman coming home out on top in that number 97. Timmy Neckerbecky coming home in second. Chris Liotta there in third. The 2.66 mile, 2.5 mile, I always know it at, but 98 laps. We went a little bit over 94 our scheduled distance. So had some green, white, checkered overtime tonight. 21 green flag lead changes between 14 different drivers, 7 cautions for 21 laps. Matthew Scott, the biggest mover there, up 23 positions, finishing up in 4th, starting back in 27th. So great job there by him. Levi Ramsey, most laps led, 31 laps led by that number 6 machine. You got Matthew Scott, the fastest lap as well in that 25. That Bigfoot Enterprise machine. So fastest lap and a podium and hard charger for Bigfoot. And then 1 and 2 for Bushhead Sim Sports. Love to see it. But a 51.906 there for Matthew Scott. And Dawson Kemp coming home with the pole. Unfortunately, finishing back there in 25th. Very unfortunate there for him. Take a look. All those lap leaders. There were so many guys that got some laps led out there tonight. That was absolutely incredible. Let's see now. Look at our championship points from coming into Talladega. Trent Jones leading the way. Austin Hunt, Travis Farmer, Mike Hauser, Peyton Boyle, Elijah Fisher, Chris Lyotta, Justin Greenlee, Josh Henderson, Daniel Lehman. Your top 10 there. Hayden Williams, Ty Wilson, Jeff Peppers, Dawson Kemp, Robert Wilhoit, Jordan Herring, Bobby Hadaway, Trent Green, Timmy Neckerbecky, and Levi Ramsey. Your top 20 coming in. So let's see where those top 5 finished at the end of the night. So Trent Jones finished up in 14th. Austin Hunt did not make it here tonight in that 95. Farmer finishing back in 23rd. Hauser back in 19th, and Boyle back in 25th. So not a good night for the top 5 in points. I'll tell you what, ouch. Not kind of what I was expecting, tell you the truth, but yep. The stats do not lie, unfortunately. But that is going to wrap it up. That is it. I have had a great time here. Talladega Super Speedway with the Platinum Truck Series Inspired Racing League. Greg Tilson up in the booth for Push Edge Productions, bringing you all the action. We are live over on TikTok, over on our TikTok tonight, on our YouTube, as well as the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Also, hope you guys all had a great Wednesday, had a good night, because it was one to be had. It was a lot of fun, I'll tell you what. I appreciate every single one of you, all the drivers that drove here tonight, all the fans stopping by. Thank you, Neckerbecky, Trent Green, Emma, Teresa, Matthew Scott, JC Fish out there, Scooter Perfettio, Wesley stopping by out there after the win. Love to see it. That guitar guy, Lutch stopping by, Trissy as well. Hard Hidden stopping by. Cal Races as well. Cobbs Racing. Cameron. And a lot of others. I appreciate you guys. Arrow was out there. Toothless TTV stopping by as well. I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you so much. Anybody who stopped by, Peyton Boyle out there in the chat as well in the Inspired iRacing League. Dawson Kemp, Jason Williams. I think I saw Cody Jacobs. Also, Sonia stopping by. Caitlin, Menards Bros. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Let's see who liked my live over on TikTok. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. Until next time, Greg Chilson up in the booth. Push Edge Productions. That is going to be a wrap. Until next time, push the edge and find the limit.